That's embarrassing. Can you hear me now? Wow. You should be able to hear me now. Um, yeah, okay. Um, well, I just gave like the whole story, and just to find out, I was muted twice now. Okay, so long story short, I ate a lot of junk food. So yeah, I'm not sick like as in like COVID or the flu or anything like that. It's more like yeah, I just ate a lot of junk food last night, and then or like throughout the whole day yesterday, and then I woke up in the middle of the night like throwing up, and I felt sick. I couldn't sleep. So yeah, here we are today, and I'm still feeling, like the consequences of being sick last night. So yeah, I'm nothing is wrong, I guess. Like I'm not ill per se, but I am feeling like groggy or like hungover almost. But it's not too bad. We're gonna be doing some simple stuff with the game today, mostly just with our UI. What did I eat? I ate party mix, a lot of party mix. Like my grandma brought it, and it was just there, laying there, and it was like a whole box, and I ate like more than half of it. So yeah. Every time I was like slightly hungry, instead of getting food, I just ate that. And so yeah, I woke up. It was probably just like too much salt, too much carbs, too much probably artificial ingredients in there, and it just felt gross, Yeah, I don't usually eat party mix. Yeah, but something hit different It hit different today or yesterday, and my excuse was that like it's so bad for you. Not bad for you, but like you shouldn't really eat that much. But like my excuse was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Or yesterday I said I was gonna go to the gym tomorrow. So I was like, oh, I'll just work it out, work it off. That's probably not gonna happen since I feel so bad today. So much party mix in Halo 2 in my younger years. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was playing Valorant with my friends, and I was just eating that the whole time. So yeah, let's try. So yeah, what I was saying when I was muted is that we could maybe make this UI a little better. What we'll do is we'll put the difficulty, controls, and debug. Oh, difficulty, controls, and like the sound effects all in one UI. That way we'll only have 3 buttons here instead of all of this. Wait, so if we have options, wait, let me think. Maybe we could just keep options. Maybe we'll just have one more button to get rid of this, this, and this. And then we could keep all of these. Restart, difficulty, technically controls could go into the options menu. But yeah, let's just at least put these 2 in there. Which version of Godot am I using? I'm using 3.5. Alrighty, so let's get to it. The first thing I want to do is actually rename this menu to like escape menu rather than options menu, because our options menu is going to be, well, like these things here. So right now, I just backed everything up so we can just mess with it. This might mess with some of our code since usually what I think we do is we grab the path file. So we'll just say escape menu. And let's rename this as well to escape menu. Alrighty. And then what we'll do is we're just gonna search through our files to see where we search, find in files, and what do we call it? Option. We call it options menu or option. Here, let's see if it works. So suppose it would be a pretty big undertaking to switch to the project to 4. Yeah, I mean there are some things that they've changed in 4 that wouldn't like if I were to transfer over to the 4.0 beta or whatever, or 4, yeah, one of the new betas. Our game would definitely crash. So I don't think I do plan on refactoring everything, so maybe when I do refactor the game, I could switch to 4.0, but it's also not necessary for this game since most of the 4.0 updates revolve around 3D stuff, and our game is 2D, so it doesn't really matter. We could release our game with 3.5, and I could probably keep working with 3.5 until the game's release, which could be a year from now, 2 years from now. I mean, I plan on releasing it sooner rather than later, but yeah, we could keep working with 3.5 or any of the 3.x versions for a while. Yeah, I don't feel pressured to stream. I was about to work on my game, like, regardless, and I was like, hey, you know what, let me just stream. Maybe it'll make me feel better. I think it already is. So, yeah, we're good. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, there aren't any issues. I guess we never open up. Let's see what we do in our main scene. Menu? I'm surprised we actually don't ever open options menu. Let me see here. In our UI canvas, We have options. Oh, okay, so options menu kind of just opens up on its own. Or we already have a preloaded scene for the options menu, so it's not too important. But yeah, we can technically, let's just change this to escape menu. I'll remove the space there. So yeah, all is good. We're currently calling it options menu node. That's kind of an issue. So let's grab this and we'll rename all of these to options or escape menu node. So let's go. We could replace in files. Let's see. Options menu. So it's only in our UI canvas. So yeah, we'll just change this to escape. All right, so that should be it. And then we can make our own. Now we can make an options menu node. Yeah, it takes time. They usually make this joke in game dev where like when you first start out, you're in like the tutorial phase, and that could last anywhere from 2 months to 6 months. For me personally, yeah, I was in there for a while. Fortunately for me, I guess I had some background in programming, so it wasn't too difficult. But I would say that Godot is relatively easy. I think it's the I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's the easiest language or easiest engine to learn, because like you don't need any plugins or anything like that to like just get into 2D game development. It's kind of like all there. But yeah, just takes some time. I'd still do my own Googling. Like actually today I was Googling how to get what was I doing? I did. Yeah, we're gonna do key bindings eventually, so I had to watch a tutorial with that. Another good approach is maybe just to find like a good Discord community, or maybe Reddit. Like whenever I have a problem, I just post it on Discord or on Reddit, and hopefully somebody helps me out. And hey, how's it going, Nagu? All right, no problem, Skull. Hit to scale with height. Yeah, it's I know Godot wanted to do visual scripting, but they actually recently removed it from like the Godot 4 like agenda. Yeah, so I guess now they're just focusing on GDScript. But yeah, GDScript is not too difficult to learn. But yeah, programming in general, yeah, wrapping your head around like thinking like a computer, thinking of all like the edge cases and stuff like that. It could be difficult. The best way I learn is literally by like following tutorials, and also just downloading open source projects and kind of just like editing the code myself. Yeah, it's beneficial to learn to code. I'm not by any means like a good programmer. I kind of just do what makes sense to me. Like someone might look at my code and be like, "Wow, that looks terrible." Like it's all over the place sometimes. That's probably like that's why I want to get like, I mean, you get better as you go. So like I started this project 2 years ago, and I'm definitely a better programmer since then. So like a lot of this stuff could be updated to be like more optimized and stuff like that, or just cleaner in general. But yeah, I plan on doing that later. We have some good practices now, but eventually, like my player code is a little wild right now. You can look at that. Like I mean, it's over It's 2005. It's around 2,500 lines of code, but it's like it's so messy. Like I'm sure this could definitely be reduced in some areas. Yeah, whatever works. That there's no need to be like progress is progress. So if you have to refactor, if you have to redesign something, or you have to spend a month just learning one aspect of coding, then that's progress. It's kind of necessary. But yeah, let me try to figure out. Wait, I think we just crashed, and that was because we had a wrong reference for our menu, but it might work now. Let's see. UI canvas dot escape menu. What do we call it here? Called it escape menu, so it should work. Let me look at our UI canvas again. UI canvas, oh, right here. We have to do this for everything. So yeah, like stuff like this could definitely be rewritten in one way or another. Yeah, your first game will definitely not. It won't be the best. And another piece of advice that people tend to give is, our control button, our continue button doesn't work here. What they say is usually to start small. This game was supposed to be a really small game, and I mean, it might look like a small game on the surface, but there's actually a lot that goes into it. So it's like, yeah, don't underestimate the amount of work that goes into like making a game. The smaller you make it, the better. Alright, so yeah, our controls continue button doesn't work just yet, so I guess we'll fix that really quick. So if we go into our escape menu, where is that? So we have our controls. I don't think we connect the continue button. Let's see, continue. Press continue on our difficulty, but we don't have one for controls. On controls pressed, on difficulty pressed. Yeah, right over here. We'll just say controls UI node dot connect, press continue. I think it should work now. I think we named the signal the same exact thing. Sorry if I missed anything you guys said. So most people learn the language on Google, and after they start making their games, and it just takes much more time. Yeah. To be honest, I wish I actually started learning more. Like a lot of the time, whenever I'm programming this game, I kind of just do what I think is best. But sometimes that's not ideal. Like maybe I should have researched how to make an ideal menu, because like right now I'm kind of like winging it. Which, later down the line, it might screw me over if I want to make a more complicated UI system. But yeah, whatever works right now. Hey, how's it going, Zombie? All right, so we click on controls, continue. Okay, yeah, so it works now. So now let's make an options menu to put our debug, our effects, our music, and maybe we could put these buttons in there for now. And maybe I kind of want to figure out maybe a better place to put this information. Maybe like we could have a stats button. That way it's not intimidating for the player. Like they don't have to stare at it every time they press escape. We'll see. Let's close this and let's make a new scene. And we'll call it options menu. Let's save it in, where do we have? I guess UI, right? Player UI, controls panel, pregame, UI canvas. Yeah, we'll call it here. What's window.tscn? Let me see what that is. Oh, well, it's a test. Alrighty. So for this options menu, we're gonna want to grab these these buttons right here, the effects volume. So we're gonna have to save these as scenes, or maybe we want to save this slider as a scene, and then like we could customize it. We could like call it like template or something like that, and then we'll edit it from there. So let's go into here. Wait, let me just see the script involved with this. Yeah, we could make this really dynamic. That way, in case we ever have other effects that we want to add to the game, we could just import it. So let's go here and we'll say save branch as scene. We're gonna save it into our UI, and we're gonna make a new folder and call it sliders. Yeah, we'll call it sliders for now, or maybe call it option elements. And we'll call this option slider. Okay. So we'll go here. Right now it's called music volume. We'll call it option slider. And every time we import it, let's create a new script for it. We're going to create like an export value. So one export is going to be like the options that we want to edit, and then another one is going to be like maybe increments that we want to add to it, like all of those things. We could also, you could also edit it here in the inspector. Here, let me increase the size of our screen a bit. What is the cursor around my character for? Is that new, or did I just not notice it before? So yeah, what that is it's a new, yeah, it is new. Oh yeah, Skull just answered it. It's like where you're going to dash. It's if you're using mouse and keyboard, you can use it to dash in the direction that you want. Usually I prefer playing with the Xbox controller, and I noticed that a lot of people using keyboard and mouse, or just keyboard, struggled with using arrow keys or WASD to dash in certain directions, because you have to like press like W and D, and then you have to press the dash button to dash in the upright direction, which could be kind of difficult. So now you can use WASD and you can click to where you want to dash. So it's just a little easier. Yeah, that's that. So in our options menu, we're gonna have let's say, well actually let's see how our current music volume works. I completely forgot how it works, but we can see in our options menu script, we have where does it control it? Let's look at our effects volume. Okay, so on effects volume value changed, we say audio server.setBusVolume.audio server.getIndex of effects, and then we set this value. So we're going to want to use this same exact function, but what we're going to do is, currently it's saying value, which I don't know what value is at the moment. Let me see. I guess, oh, okay, so value is just the value of this thing right here, where it is from the 0 to 1 scale. But we're gonna have to figure out like how we're going to set this script up, because I don't know if there's a way to do it in an export value. So what we'll do, I guess for now, what we could do is just, I don't want to create a script for every single option slider that we have. Right now we only have 2, but it could get more complicated later down the line. So I think for now we'll have an export value. Since right now, yeah, for now we'll just say export var. We'll say export var option 2 say key to edit. Okay, so right over here, we'll just say like whatever we want. Like, let's say we wanted to change the effects. Like, let's say we put effects in here. I think what we'll do for now is we'll just have a match statement that says, okay, this is effects, and then we'll edit the effects. Or if we want to edit the master, we'll edit the master. If we want to edit maybe, let's say, the speed, the operating speed of our game, we can also add that. And I think we'll also, I'm sure maybe there's a way to like set increments, and we'll put all of that inside of the key to edit. That way we could keep the scene itself, it'll be clean, but then if we want to edit it in like these export variables, we can. Okay, so let's make our new, did we already save it? Options menu, is this it? Right over here, yeah, okay. So let's grab our option slider, and let's see if it works. So yeah, this is our option slider, and I think what we'll do is we'll also give it a name in the effects here. So maybe we could rename it here. Like we'll say this is for music. And then what we'll do in a script is we'll add a child, we'll add a, or actually we could do it now. In here, we'll add a label, because it's always going to have a label. And in our ready function, we'll just say label.text text is equal to get parent.get name. And then let's just update. What did we want to do? Let's go into theme. We'll grab our default theme and we'll put it in here. Let me just test this out. Say 1, 2, 3. All right, so yeah, it looks like this right now, but it'll fix up. Let's make sure we center this. Where's it rec? Also, I wonder why. That might not matter. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it like that, and then the text will be right above it. And what I think we're going to do, we might have to override this theme. For now, let me remove this background. Theme overrides, styles. Something like that. And let's make sure we center it. Okay, and then if we go into our options menu, right now it says 1, 2, 3, but when we F6, it'll say options menu. Strange. We changed it to music, but it's saying options menu. Whoops. It's supposed to be just got get name. All right, so yeah, music. The font looks a little strange. Maybe we should increase. Let's see. I wonder if we could just grab. What's weird, when we do theme overrides, there's no way to actually grab the font here and then just override the font size, which I find kind of annoying. Maybe there is a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out. So we might just have to just upload that text again. So let's go click here, font, We'll do new dynamic font. And honestly, we should just save this. Let's try 20, maybe 30. Yeah, that looks a little better. We might change the font altogether. It looks kind of strange. It's stretched? Is it stretched? The scale is 1-1. Oh, the scale is 2-2 here. You might be right. Oh, wrong scene. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. We still will increase the size here. So right now it's 20. We'll do... Oh, it's 30. Let's do 40. I think 40 might be our default. Oh, I have to move that up a bit. Also, the size of our slider is kind of small too. That's probably why we scaled it up. But I wonder if there's maybe a better way to increase the scale. There probably is. Maybe once we edit the theme, that's when we'll be able to change it a bit. For now, actually, yeah, let's do it now. Let's go into this options menu and we'll add the default theme and let's see if we can edit it somehow. What are these called? Sliders? H slider. Let's see. Grabber area. Whoops. New stop box flat. Oh wait, we don't really care about the area. Let's just add flat. Let's try that again. Maybe we do want flat. I want it to look the same, but I just wanted to edit it somehow. Yeah, we would have to add a texture, which I don't have just yet. So maybe for now, we'll just leave it as default. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Hey, how's it going, YouTunes? Yeah, we're just working on some UI stuff. Let's see. All right, so for our options menu, let's say we wanted to edit effects. It'll change. Actually, what we should do is make it change to the key that we want to edit instead of the name of this object. I mean, it's the same thing, but yeah. So let's call this effects instead, and over here we'll say it's equal to key to edit. And then what we'll do here is we're going to create another function that says, well, let me think. we're gonna add a signal, right? So let's add that signal now. Changed, is that what we want to do? Let me see. Escape menu. Yeah. On effects volume changed. We'll just match what this is. Okay, so let me copy this. Value changed or changed? Which one did I use? Value changed, okay. You're joking, right? No way. I hope it was because it was a cheap controller and not because I made you rich. Okay, let's grab this, and I think for now we're just gonna match what our key to edit is. And we'll say, let's say like, yeah, effects. Oh no. What did you think of were the controls hard to like understand or anything like that? Like, was it frustrating in any way? Because I feel like that's the thing that I struggle with the most is like, implementing the controls. Like, what is it like? Forgot the word for it. But yeah, making the controls easy to understand and also reiterating the fact that like certain controls are important. Like the grab mechanic, I feel like people tend to forget about or like kind of ignore, and I want to make sure that it's like a mechanic that's used pretty often. Alright, so we have these two effects now. So let's say we have an effects option and then we have a music option. We could actually just make it based on the name instead of adding this whole key to edit. But for now, let's just say music. Let me make sure this says effects. And let's bring this down. And for now, let's try. Script again. Yeah, it should work the way it is. So I'm just gonna throw this options menu like just into our escape menu. Let's bring this down. Whoops. What did I do? I'm going to throw options menu just like down here. Oh wait, just throw it up here. Yeah, let's do it. I'd like to have like another, like an official event of some kind like that. I think it'd be pretty cool. So let's see. All right, yeah. So music still works the same way. Do effects work the same way? Okay, yeah. So that's basically it. And now we're gonna put all of this into our options menu, and we're also gonna put, let's save this debug menu. I forgot how it works, but let's see. Hey, how's it going, Adam? So I know, Adam, you had some questions before. If you want to ask me those questions on stream, I can try to answer them. Maybe we'll start like a whole new scene. I don't mind going on a tangent and just trying to figure out how to like save scenes or anything like that. Same with anyone. Like if you guys need help with something, like if you're having an issue with like your project in Godot, maybe I could try to like help solve that to the best of my ability. Do like a live stream tutorial kind of thing. But yeah, just put your question in like long form, like a couple of sentences, what you want, what you're doing, what's the current state of your project and what problem you have and stuff like that. We could try to figure it out. So yeah, let's add this check. Should I save this checkbox as its own scene as well? We might as well, right? We'll have option. So we have an option slider. We'll have an option checkbox. Let's save branch as scene, and we'll put this in option elements. We'll say checkbox. Okay, go into here. We'll add a script. Honestly, I don't think we really need an export variable. We could just change it based on the current name that it has, and that name, based on that name, we'll have it manipulate something. I think that's probably like the fastest way to do it. So we'll say func, like let's say on toggle. I think that's usually what we do. Let me see. In our escape menu, on check. Wait, that's weird. It doesn't have a I think it's because we made it its own scene that it lost its signal. Unless maybe, let me see. Toggled. Yeah, we only have one toggle, so I'm assuming it's this one right here. And this whole if button pressed, I don't know what that is. Oh, button pressed is, okay, never mind. So let's grab this. Let's create a new toggled boolean. Level manager.current world. What's nice is that we're using our level manager, so this button will like basically handle itself. But one other thing that we want to do is match get name. And we'll just say if it's equal to, let's say, debug. We'll do that. And you know what else we could do? We could also say debug show timer. Or yeah, show timer. We can have it for everything, like show timer, show deaths, all of that. We'll get really creative with it right now. Clicked insert by accident. Okay. Let's do show timer. Oops. And we'll do show deaths. Or actually, we should do it like that. And probably capitalize it and everything, since we're going to be using names. For now, we'll just say debug and capitalize this. All right. So then in our options menu, let's add this checkbox. Where'd it go? Oh, right there. And what we'll do is we'll name it debug. And for now, just say debug right there. What else we could do is in our ready function, we'll just say text is equal to the get name, just in case. Text. Okay. So Adam, so how do you save scenes if you use a zip line? Let's pretend you can't use it again, and you go to another scene and you come back. How will you make this? Wait, let me just scroll up, see if I missed anything. The arrow around the player showing the jumping direction. Maybe in the start to teach the player about it. So like a tutorial, you mean, U-Tunes? All right. So there are a few ways to go about it, Adam. And I think like for the example that your example around my zip lines would probably be different around your example with what you said with like saving trees and stuff like that. So it really depends, because like for me, what I do, let me try to think of something like how I did it with things that I only want to exist once. I don't actually save the scene. Like there's no saving in my game right now. Eventually I want to implement it, but right now what I do is like if there is like a collectible, what I did was I just made it a global scene, so that it's always running in the background. So like you see here, I have a main scene and I have a demo. What I do is, we have a world demo, which is like our collection of all of our rooms. And when you die in a room, it resets all the variables that are inside of it. So like, let's say here, let me see if there's an example of a room I could show you. All right, so in this room, where is my player? Oh no, what did we do? Hopefully we didn't screw up our game here. 2184 by negative 1400. Okay, so you see this, there's like that little orb right there, that if I jump into it, it disappears. And it's because it's a local variable, so it disappeared right now, but if I restart, I delete the scene, and I create a new instance of the scene, and then you see that orb is right there again. But what I could technically do is that, like, once I instance the game, what I could do is check if that scene already exists, or if that orb already exists, like, how do I explain this? I set this to like I move that parent. So potentially what I could do is in that orb here. I don't want to change the code too much in my game, but like let's say we grab this orb. And let's say in our ready function, or maybe okay, yeah, so in our world scene, let's say we would want to record. This is just one way to go about it, and this is how I would go about it, just because the way I would save my game is a lot different from the way you would save your game. I feel like the way you would save your game is it's a lot more, like saves are a lot more important, whereas for me, saving is only important while you're running, like while you're playing that current level. Like, I don't really know how to explain this correctly. Yeah, there's mouse controls, U-tunes. That's why that arrow is there. So if you were to use your mouse, it would follow your mouse. Like what I plan on doing next, I'm probably going to do this next week, is I'll let you select if you want to have that arrow. But yeah. So you can either use, because a lot of people struggle with keyboard and mouse, I switched to, a lot of people struggle with just using a keyboard. I added the mouse to allow you to dash in whichever direction you want. But yeah, if you're just using keyboard right now, it'll still show that arrow. Oh no, yeah. We'll edit it. Once I make this options menu, we're gonna make another menu for like key bindings and like basically gameplay settings. But yeah, sorry if I'm all over the place. So for Adam. What was I looking at? So yeah, in our dash orb, I would basically say get name and get parent name, or get our room name. So let me see. Our dash orb is a child of objects and then a child of this room. So I would say like, we would say something like var global name. This is just pseudocode, okay? I mean, it could work, but like you'd have to like delve deeper into it. You would say like global name is equal to let's say str get name plus or comma, and then we would say if you wanted to grab the current room. So like you saw that my orb was a child of an objects node and then a child of a room. So I would say get name dot or get parent parent dot get parent. There are cleaner ways to do this, but this is what it looks like, in theory, is like you get name dot get name dot get parent dot get parent dot get name. And basically what this would give me is our dash orb, the name of our dash orb, which right now it says dash orb, but if we put this into a room, you'll see here it says dash orb 2, and if I duplicate, let's say I wanted to duplicate this, it would be dash orb 3, dash orb 4, etc., etc. So the name doesn't really matter too much as long as you're running get name, so it's always going to be consistent if you're creating a new scene altogether. So what I would do in the script, say get name. So you have the name of the object, and then you have the name of its parent, and then you would basically add this to an array of objects. So let's say let's say you wanted to grab the world. So I use a level manager, but you could technically do get parent dot get parent dot get parent. That would be my world. Actually, it would be get parent dot get parent dot get parent. Like there are better ways to figure out what your main node is, but like let's say our main node is this world demo. I have this listed in our level manager. So if I go into level manager, let me just see what that name is. So my current world is okay, so it's called current world, and right now it's equal to null. So what I would do in let's say we might want to do this in our level manager. Basically what I would say is var global nodes. and this is specifically for my game. Your game would be different. But this is just one way to save it. So you would have like var global nodes, and then what you could do over here. Actually, we don't even have to grab the parent. What we could say is just say level manager if level manager dot get current what was it dot current world is equal to null. Because this gets instanced before our current world exists, we could do this here, and then what we would do is say level manager dot global variables global variables dot append let's say global name. By the way, this might be a little confusing, so I mean, you could always go back to this if you ever need to. So you would say level manager dot current world does not equal null. Level manager dot append these global variables, and then what you could do is this is only if it's equal to null. And then what you would want to do afterwards is add this to your current world. Let me think about this. So you can't really run this in your ready function. You would have to have another function that's ran in like your world demo. So in the ready function of your world demo, you would create another function that says add all of these add all of these new nodes. It's kind of complicated. Not complicated, but it is tedious. I'm also not sure if you're following like what I'm currently doing. But you get what I'm trying to do. You're creating these global variables so that when you restart a scene, these global variables can already exist. So let me see. We have coins here. I know I did it for a coin tile map. Let's see. Where did I change the parent of our coins? So I think this might be the simplest way that I did it, was that once these coins get instanced in our world tile map, we would grab all of these coins and we would say, hey, change the parent to equal the world demo instead. But it might not be as efficient for you. I think ideally what you would want to do is save your scenes. So I don't know, like just Google Godot how to save scenes. And I mean,
Wapiti asked, how about
something like this. I think this guy I think I sent you this video, which is like, saving all the information of each of your nodes. That way you can bring it back into the game with like data saved. But this actually might not work for you if you want your plants or like trees in your game to keep growing while like you're in another scene. So yeah, it really depends on how you want to go about it. Yeah, I apologize if I'm not explaining it as well as I could. I'm like rushing through it. Let me see, place coins. Room.cointilemap.placecoins. Place coins is here. Okay, so yeah, this is how I did it with the place coins, is I grabbed the parent, so I grabbed our world node, and I placed each of these coins in the world. Like, these coins only exist, like, they are a child of each of our rooms, but what I did was, before I actually instanced each of these coins, I changed its parent, so that they would exist globally rather than exist in each of the scenes. So every time you died in the scene would get reset, but the coins would still exist in the same exact spots. Can you make a simple INI file with the vars you want to save, then load the INI file when you need to change the value? Honestly, I don't know too much about like configuration files, to be honest. I haven't worked with it. I am going to work with, like, we do need to work with that kind of stuff, like saving scenes and all of that, once we have multiple chapters. But yeah, I haven't focused on it too much. The only thing that I have worked on with saving scenes is like our level editor. Let me see if I could find that. And this looks kind of crazy. See how this works. I know I have an export button somewhere here. Move camera, export room. So we do room autotile.set owner for node in room. We set the owner to the room, and then we just say var package scene is equal to pack scene new pack scene.pack room, and then we say resource saver.save the scene that we want, and then the node itself. So if you want to do something like this, you could save it. You could save the scene, but it just wouldn't save the timing once you go into another room, unless you saved each of those trees as a global variable. A 2D array list, save that in the INI file. Yeah, that's one way to go about it too. I think I suggested using array lists to add them before as well. But yeah, I mean, it really depends on how you want to go about it. I don't think there's any, like, I don't know, right or wrong, but like what you think might be the most efficient way to save your scenes. Because you also want to have timers on those trees, right? So I feel like you would have to keep either keep the timers globally and have a reference to those names in the array list, or just keep the nodes existing and just, like, you know, record their global values and like place them their global positions, and then place them once you're back into that scene. Yeah, and if it works, then you're good. That's kind of what's. I think I mentioned this before, but like at this point, game development, like, because of like the power of these engines, you don't really have to worry too much about like efficiency. I mean, yeah, efficiency is good when you're working on like huge projects, but like if you can get it to work, then that's it. And then, you know, you could worry about refactoring later. That's kind of like my approach to game dev, is like I kind of just figure out like, hey, what's the fastest way to get this done, and it works, and it's not like gonna crash the game or anything like that, and it's not too heavy on the game, then I'll just do it. But eventually I do have to refactor everything. And that's probably what I'm going to do after the Kickstarter. Like, the first thing on the agenda is to refactor and then build the game up again. What other engines have I used before Godot? So Godot, I used Unity for a little bit. But that was in high school, like early high school. I like Godot is the only language that I like, you know, fully committed to like learning and stuff. And I also tried making a game with Java, but that didn't turn out so well. It was too much work. But yeah, so what I know I added some code to our game, and now should probably remove it. What was it? It was for our dash orb. So let me just get rid of this. Okie dokie. Yeah, it would be nice to like maybe. I would love to do like a tutorial stream one day. Maybe after this whole demo is done, I'll do like a tutorial. Or you know, it would be really cool once I do the refactoring of everything. We will split. Maybe we could split this whole game into a tutorial, and I'll like divide every aspect of making this game into sections and like videos and stuff like that. Or like I'll do a live stream and then I'll clip it into like a tutorial or something like that. We'll see. It is a lot of work. I don't want to make any false promises because I know I'm pretty lazy. But yeah, let's get back into working with the UI. Unless you have any other questions. So in our escape menu, the debug works, I think. Let's see. What's this checkbox? Strange. Okay. Oh, let's go back into our options slider. Oh wait, no. Our options menu. We called it debug, so I wonder why the text label. Oh wait, wrong scene. Text is equal to get name here. What's going on? Oh, it's this one here. I wonder why we have this debug here, and then it's because it's the that's the original scene, I guess. But I wonder why it says debug right there. Maybe we added a label to that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we did. That's why. I'm silly. Okay, let's go back into our debug here. Let's set a. I guess we can add the same theme. Default theme. Whoa. I didn't know that's what's gonna happen. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, learning new languages it's just a matter of syntax and figuring out like I don't know, I guess like some languages have like garbage collection and stuff like that. Like C++, you have to do your own garbage collection. What other things are important? I guess like I think GDScript is probably one of the easier languages to learn because you don't have to worry about like declaring your variable types and yeah, stuff like that. So let's see. So yeah, our debug looks so strange right now. Let's go into that theme and see why it looks like that. This is for our toggle button. So let's grab toggle. Is it called something else? Checkbox? Oh yeah, checkbox. I wonder why it automatically set. Let's see, maybe if we leave it as normal. Oops. Say it's empty. Yeah, I think that's what we want it to look like for most things. Although this kind of looks cool. But I think for now we're just gonna leave it as empty for everything. Empty. Or we could have done like flat or something. Because we do want to show that it's being selected. Alright, so let's see what this looks like when the focus changes. Maybe we're supposed to make it flat, not empty. Let's go back here. Theme. Oh, whoops. We also did this in the wrong scene. We wanted to make sure that it's in the... well, actually, it doesn't matter too much. Let's just put it in here. I'm going to try putting it as flat. I just want the default texture, because right now it's like automatically set to this one for some reason. We want flat, normal, let's see, flat. There we go. I think that's better. I believe. Save this. And right now it's like white, but we'll fix that. I believe that should be maybe... Let's see. No. Yeah, I actually don't know why it's flat. Whoops. Or why it's white right there. Let's go back here. I think maybe we can change the color. On hover... or on normal, let's edit. Oh yeah, background color, there we go. We'll leave it as, I think we just want it as alpha. And then if we hover over it, it'll be white. We'll leave it like that for now, just so we know that it works. All right, let's run. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We can start adding this to our new scene, our new options menu scene. Let's try it out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can see it. It doesn't look good just yet, but in time it'll look good. So this is our current options menu. We'll just throw this all in the center. I think we messed with the size here. Yeah, we did. I also think this is way too small. So let me see. Scale, size, 40. So yeah, if we increase the size here, it doesn't actually scale unless we, let me see if I can Google this really quick.
Bit. We can use a mouse wheel to zoom in if you didn't already know. Let's move. As you can see, the label just shows me text.
Figure it out ourselves. So I think if we use slider, we make this flat. Where's our slider? If I delete it, it comes back. Strange. If we make it flat, it like turns invisible for some reason. Let me see if we did a new style box texture or something. So you can see it here. Let's go back here. So if we make it a line, you could see the line there. And I guess we could, let's see. Oh, you could see it like that. And then content margin. So I guess we could manipulate this texture or the size of this. Let me see. Thickness, 3. So that's one way to go about it. So maybe if we go back into the style flat box. Let me clear this again. Go into flat, skew, corner detail, border width. Oh, okay, so yeah, we just have to mess with these values here. I don't see anything though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We just might make it a line, since that's the easiest to manipulate, it seems. we'd want this to be like grayish. So we have a color, but then the other side is like dark. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, grabber area highlight. Maybe that's. Okay, so that's red. And the grabber area is also going to be, let me see something. Did that. So this is like, so we'll make this like a gray, and we'll make this that, and then this we'll make white. There we go. Okay, and then we'll make the thickness maybe like 5 pixels for each of them. Cool. And how do we edit the little button here? So right now it's blue. Oh, grabber. Okay. So our grabber, I mean, we want to keep it the same. Maybe for now we'll leave it like that. Well, once we start adding our own images, it'll be easier. Let's see. Since the late 90s, wow. I was born in the late 90s. No, I've been there, Waffle. Even today. Alright, so we have our new label. I think maybe we want to increase, maybe we'll increase that to like 10 or 20 pixels. So let's fix that. For this style, we'll do 20, 20, and 20. Actually, for the slider here, we could actually say, wait, why didn't it save? Oh, is 10 our max? I guess 10 is the max. Strange. We'll work with it. It looks it's the same exact thing. No. So we might mess with the scale here. Maybe make the parent node a label instead. And then based on the label. So right now, here, let's see if we can do this. Is there an option to make this the parent? Make scene root. Like that. And then what we'll do, yeah, it'll be label, and then the options slider text will be, we won't have an export variable. We'll just say text dot, text is, wait, but this isn't our ready function, so Actually, we would want to... Maybe we want to put this in our label text. Crap. Okay. Let's do this. Actually, our text is equal to getName. And then over here, what's going on here? Why is it not working? Oh, extends label, is that what it's called? There we go. Text is equal to getName, and then we want to make sure that we connect this again. And we'll just say, for now, we'll just say var key to edit is equal to a string. Why didn't this connect? There we go. I'll see you, Dev Waffle. Oh, that's pretty cool, U-Tunes. And you're teaching this to kids? So key to edit effects. So yeah, we should have basically the same exact thing going on here. The main reason now though is now we can manipulate the scale here to be a little bigger. So we'll say like 2 by 2. Bring this down a bit. Actually, we'll put the label here. We'll stretch this a bit like that. I think that should be better if we run this in our main scene. Yeah, it looks a little better. We can also remove the default style that we have on it right now, because it does look a little strange. I mean, I guess for now we could leave it. Let's fix the debug. I'm actually wondering. Yeah, I guess we could leave it like that. Let's go into the debug scene. Right now we have this checkbox. Let's override the font with our black text. So why does this look strange? Let's look at our... Oh, so I think the same exact thing happened with this. I think it's scaled up right now. Yeah, right now it's should look like this. It's pretty small. So what we'll do instead is we'll add a child. We'll call this a label. Change this to the mix scene root. Grab this code. Call it checkbox. text is equal to get name. But then over here on button pressed, we're going to match get name. And yeah, it's going to be the same exact thing. We just need to make sure that we disconnect this and connect it again. And yeah, the same exact thing should happen. Right now we called it debug. So in our options menu, let's go back. It is called debug. So let's run our main scene. Oh, I see. So you're basically teaching like the use cases of like machine learning and how they can like, I guess, use it for themselves. So at the moment, this doesn't work. Let's see. Where is our button here? It's like invisible. Well, one, we don't need text anymore. We just need the button. Oh, and let's just make this a little bigger. Where's our label? Our label's right there. Our checkbox is right there. It's a little ugly at the moment, or kind of don't like the way it looks, but we'll leave it like this for now. So yeah, there we go. It does look a little strange at the moment, but we'll get to adding a actual theme to it. But yeah, let's make actually a custom page for this. So in our options menu, yeah, the worst thing that can happen is that you fail. And like I remember reading this thing, like the best way to learn is through failure. So you'll only get better. Isn't there like that quote or something? It's like there are two types of people in this world. There are people who fail, and then there are people who don't try. What are we trying to do? Oh, we should make another button. We should make like a continue button. So I'll do that as well. I wonder if I should start reusing the control button. It's probably better. And then what we could do is we could grab its parent, like say control dot get parent dot connect signal dot continue. That way we don't have to keep recreating it over and over again. So I'll do that right now. Let's go into, where do we have it? We have it in our controls. Oh, it actually doesn't work just yet. Let's see. I guess now's the time. So let's go here. We'll say controls, or continue. And we'll save this as a scene. And in our continue button, we'll just say signal continue pressed. Signal. And what we'll want to say is, we could grab its parent. We just need to make sure that it's never like a subnode. It has to be like a child of the main panel. So we'll just say, well, actually, we can't do this in our ready function. We would have to do this in our main function. But we could add the signal here. So on button pressed, we'll just say emit signal continue pressed. On button pressed. All right, so we emit the signal, and then every time we add this, I think technically we already do it once we instance the scene. But I think what we do right now is we have the previous scene connect to this continue pressed, and I think what we would want to do is have the continue scene or the continue button basically add the script to its parent, not to, I guess, its parent's parent. That makes sense. So let's go into let me close some of these scenes. It's too much going on here. Our controls panel. So if we look at our controls panel, let's see the, yeah, so on button press, we say emit signal. And what we should do instead is well, I guess we already have this press continue button, so what we could say is just I guess we could create a function that says continue pressed. Or press continue. What is it? Continue button. So the controls panel button should work, and then we have, what was it originally? What was the other continue button that we had? We had, oh yeah, our difficulty menu. So let's go into our difficulty. We have this continue button. I'm going to delete it for now, and we'll just add continue here. Add this new scene. And it already has a signal added to it. So then all we have to do is in our ready function, just say continue button dot connect press continue to self press continue and run this function press continue. Okay, so yeah, it should work the same exact way. Let's just run it, make sure. So controls is bugged, grab focus, button dot grab focus, because button does not exist anymore. We could say continue button dot grab focus, grab focus. What was that, controls? For item in buttons, item dot visible is equal to true dot disabled. All right, so let's go back into. Yeah, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. So let's delete our options menu for now. Let's delete this. What is this? Oh, a random checkbox here. Let's delete that checkbox. Okay. So continue doesn't work there, but in difficulty it should work. It does not. Let's see. So our continue button, continue emit signal, continue pressed. So that should work. And then in, let's say, our difficulty menu, pressed continue. In our ready function, continue button dot connect press continue with pressed continue. We emit the signal, press continue, and then if we go into our escape menu, pressed continue to close difficulty UI. It should work. We must have done something wrong here. Maybe because we named it the same exact thing. I would assume that that shouldn't be a problem. Default, you could just post it in promo. Why is this not working? Oh yeah, you could also post it here, I believe. Why? Closing difficulty UI. Let's see if that ran anything. So it's pressed, we emit the signal, continue press, then we go into, let's say, our difficulty menu. We connected it, so let's print this, pressed continue, spelled incorrectly. Let's try maybe changing this, maybe it's the fact that the names are the same. So if we did press continue 1, see if that fixes it. Oh, continue button. No, it is the correct button. On ready function. Connect pressed continue with self. So why? Oh wait. Continue pressed. I think we just named it. Continue. It's. Oh my goodness. We're gonna confuse ourselves here. Continue pressed. There we go. Okay, and then with controls, we have to do the same exact thing. Emit signal here, and then our controls panel. Is it continue pressed that we did? Continue. We should probably name this to like button pressed instead. Okay. There we go. And then I think we need to fix this for our pregame window, pregame options menu. We want to do the same exact thing. Connect. Oh, we did already. Press continue. Temp panel, the connect pressed continue self select next scene. Let's just make sure. Cool. Alright, so now we can make an options menu, which we already did, but it's just not looking good just yet. So let's go into options menu. And you know what I think we could do for like these labels and everything like that is we could actually add a panel, I think, for each of these little sections here. That way they look neat. So let's go here, add a child, add a panel. It's nice that it's already grabbed our default theme here. I guess because in our theme we maybe select parent. I don't know. But let's say we want it to equal like 600. This is a big panel, I guess. 600 by 500. We're going to want to set it up in our script where it's equal to the size of our slider here. But we also need to grab the scale, I believe. So right now it's 256, so that's like, what is that, 512? So yeah, in our script, we'll just say panel dot dot rect. I'm not sure if this is the correct values to use, but we'll find out pretty soon. We're going to want it equal to our slider dot rect dot size. This might be wrong though. Let's see. So this is for our option slider. So let's go into our options menu again. Get rect. Okay, so get rect dot dot scale, or is it dot scale? Let's see. Yeah, there's no age requirement or age restriction to watch this stream. Oh, rect scale, that's what we have to use. Okay. What was that for? That was for the effects here, I believe. is equal to vector 2, I believe. Oh wait, to run this in our pregames. Oh wait, no, not our pregames, in our options menu here. Okay, so I believe it is technically correct, but then we have to multiply this value by or add to this value. So let's go back into effects here, and in our script we'll say maybe let's add 20 and 20, maybe 20 and 50. I'm trying to add a panel to the background. Here, wait. And I actually don't even know if this will look good. We'll find out right now. But right now, this looks like it's way too big. We'll see. So this is our first label. This is our second label. So I wanted to look something like that, but yeah, we want to center it a bit. By the way, I apologize if I'm not taking part in the conversation too much. It's hard to multitask sometimes. But yeah, how are we going to center all of this? The pivot offset, let me see. The pivot offset of our panel, I don't know if this is like the best way to go about it. Basically, we would say panel.pivot rect pivot offset is equal to our rect size divided by 2. So that would grab the center here. And then we would want to say yeah, so there's kind of an issue here, and that's, you know, our label is the parent here, and then it's the slider, and then yeah, and then it's the panel. All right, sounds good. Does this even look good? That's what I'm worried about. Could also do something like that, where it's just the label with like that ribbon in the background, and then this. And if that's the case, then what we could technically do is just right here, we could say we can keep this the way it is. Why is it so big? Let's try making this unique and see if we can edit it a bit. Oh no. What did we do? Can we control Z? Whoa! That is not what we wanted. There we go. I think, let me try. If we reduce the size of this, are we able, are we able to, no, then this becomes the minimum size, which is a little unfortunate. Let me see. So I think what we need to do is actually reduce the size of each of these little boxes in between. Or we could also just make this label text larger. Let's see what that would look like. If we made this 60. Oh, but then this becomes our minimum. Oh no. See 90. So it might actually be the label itself that's giving us problems. I'm using floats for jumping. Are you talking about like for like players' velocity? So how the jump works is let's see. So yeah, there's a bunch of if statements and all of that, but like let's say we are just doing a regular jump. We reset the motion on the y-axis, and then it's usually equal to our min jump velocity. If you just press the jump button, it's equal to your min jump velocity. Wait, what is this? This is for wall jumps, I believe. Where's our regular jumps? Oh, okay, right over here. motion net y is equal to our max jump velocity, which is, yeah, it is a float. How I wonder if you could mess with the values through cheat engine. That'd be, if you could, that'd be awesome. But yeah, it is a float. It is a weird number though. It's not like calculated. I'm not entirely sure how you use cheat engine, but like the value is calculated like this. The square root of 2 times gravity times our max jump height. But yeah, if you could figure out how to manipulate the time, the jump, that'd be pretty cool to know. Or the jump, if you could also manipulate, manipulate the time, that'd be good to know for like speed runs and stuff. Like I need to make sure that I can like prevent hacking. Because it was too tired. Good one. Speedrunners, hell. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do it, like prevent hacking. I haven't looked into it, but maybe like I don't know, maybe if I ran a server or something. I don't know how they do it for other games. What was I trying to do though? Yeah, I don't know what, like, I wonder what Celeste uses for anti-cheat. Yeah, I think maybe the best way would be to like run a server. Yeah, I think I've heard of anti-cheat. Easy cheat. So yeah, we could have something server sided, but if someone is like, usually for speedrunners, they're recording their gameplay, and it'd be easy to compare the gameplay to like the time. So they can't really manipulate the time, and as for like manipulating, like if you die or something like that, the def count is just a string. I thought it was an int. I guess maybe it prints out as a string. Like I do have it saved as a variable. I don't even remember where it is. Def count. This is in probably our level manager. Total deaths. Find in files. So in the escape menu, yeah, it's total. It's a string of total deaths. Total deaths plus our total deaths variable. I always wondered how does cheat engine work, where like if I were to just add 1 to total deaths and then when I print this out I just subtracted 1, would it still know to manipulate this variable here? You know what I mean? So like if I like total deaths, I started it out at like 5, like always, but then when I printed it out, I subtracted that 5. I'll see you, Skull. Thanks for. I thought you said you were gonna head out a while ago, and maybe that was someone else. Yeah, thanks for staying. I'll see you around, Skull. And yeah, we'll see. I probably will stream. I mean, I felt like crap today, and I still streamed, so it's more than likely we'll stream tomorrow as well. See you, Dub Waffle. I actually might end the stream pretty soon. I'm gonna have some dinner. Maybe we will postpone this whole slider thing. Yeah, we don't really need to have the panel here. I'll figure out a better way to do it. So let's get rid of it. You could also maybe make something with a higher resolution. That way it looks neater, you know? Oh, this was the video that you said you wanted to make. I see.
To make a low poly axe in Blender. Step 1, delete the cube and add a new one, and then what you'll do is scale it down, switch to edit mode and go to face selection, select one face, and we're gonna hit E to extrude and then Alt to snap into place. So E, and then to scale.
I'm putting you on the spot, Waffles.
And we'll move it about a bit with the key G. So now we're going to keep on doing that until we kind of stick shape, which will then become the base of our handle for the axe.
It sounds like a pretty.
I'm gonna do this for a bit.
So is this your first video? For like a first video, this is like really good. Like
now here, what I'm gonna do.
I think it's better than my first video on YouTube.
Scale it down. That'll be the tip of our axe. I'll switch back to object mode, and I will go to the wrench and add a modifier, which will be bevel, and we'll just pick a bit of a thick bevel like that, and then we'll add a subdivision surface like so, which will make it nice and smooth. We'll leave it at 1 for now, and now we have that. We're going to switch back to edit mode. If you want that little bump on the thumbnail that you saw, so we're gonna select our face and subdivide twice, once on there, and then subdivide. We're gonna switch to vertex selection. Sorry, I can't speak today. And we're just gonna select all of them and push them in. It does change the rest of your thing by a little bit, but I think it's okay since this is still a low poly build. Don't think that you need to follow all my steps just because I'm not the best at this. Now what I've done is added a square, which is going to be the actual head of our axe. So I'm going to put it in the middle, in the top bit, and I'm going to switch to edit mode, again to start building. I'm going to switch to face selection, and then hit E to zoom out, and then we're going to scale it up, and then we're going to change our view, and hit Z to make it thinner. Now that we have SZ, we're going to scale it out just a little bit more, scale it up again, and then hit SZ once more till it gets pretty thin. And now we're going to add another little bit, and then we're going to scale it down so it ends nice and smooth and pretty. Now we're going to go to the other side, we're going to add a bit more, scale it up, scale Z just like the other side, and then, but this time we're going to make it a lot bigger, so we're going to hit E again, scale it up, and then scale Z. And then one more little bit, scale it up, and then scale Z. And now what we'll do is hit E again to make a nice little thin ending like that. And that's it. Now to add the little dents that we have in the thumbnail, what we're going to do is select it, and I'm pretty sure we should just subdivide or add a loop cut. Either one is, I would prefer doing a loop cut just because it keeps it less messy.
Yeah, we're doing alright. British Geek Guy. I'm actually feeling a lot better since I started the stream.
Bevel it out a bit, and then
yeah, I'm not like sick. It was more like just something I ate last night. Yeah, I ate a lot of junk food, so I was like, I was feeling like almost like hungover.
4 faces at once just so it doesn't come
But yeah, I think we're good now. I'm also about to eat,
and then
so
hit F on our
I'll
keyboard,
definitely feel good after that.
and do that with the other side. Now, once we've done that, that will be one of our little dents. So if you want to add some more, go up and just follow the same thing. I will be subdividing just so we can have a more accurate placement to put our dent. I'm going to select it, go back to vertex view.
But yeah, this is a great tutorial. I don't really use Blender, but
switch to a different view and select
if I did, it seems like it's very easy to follow.
And now what we'll do with that is move it in so it has a little dent like that. I will add another one just so it looks better.
You have like a lot of confidence too when you're saying something, That's something that I think most people like new to YouTube like kind of lack, right?
What I'll do is scale it in a bit like so, and start pinning the text.
I know that's what I lacked when I first started.
I don't
I don't really make tutorials, but I feel like because I've streamed for so long, if I did make a tutorial, I'd probably be fine with it.
But we'll see. So right now what I'm doing is scaling it in the Y, just so it's a bit thicker and it doesn't look as awkward. So we're going to add 2 cubes right now, and we're going to scale them up slightly. We're going to scale them in, so SX, we're going to move them up. And now we're going to place them and add a modifier called subdivision surface, sorry. And as you can see, it's not big enough, so really just find the perfect distance. I'm going to scale it up a little bit, just so it fits, like so. And now we're going to do that on the other side, so just Control C and then V, Control C and then Control V. And we're going to rotate that by negative on the Z, so RZ, by negative 45 degrees, which will make it nice and good. With that done, it should be good. You can readjust them so it looks pretty good, but I think mine's okay right now. And what we're going to do is go to the material preview and go to the materials, add a new material for both of the crosses. We're going to rename it to rope fabric.
I was still playing with toys and
for the head, we're going to select it and
stuff like that.
And we're going to make it red.
But we also didn't. I mean, you more than me, YouTunes, but a lot of the like I wasn't exposed to Blender until I was like in high school,
So, sorry, it's not specular scattering. Now with the head done, you can see that it's a nice color, and we're gonna do that same thing with the handle. We're gonna set it to a nice color, but nope.
But yeah, this was great.
What you'll do and choose Eevee. It's not worth the risk. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Peace.
You can see that a little arrow thing pops up, and you're just going to drag that, click the camera view, and you're going to move it out into...
Oh yeah, that was great. That was great, Waffles. Do you plan on making any more tutorials? I know you said that like that was your first, or like you planned on making that video, and you said you wanted to make it as like high quality as possible, and it definitely was pretty high quality. Let me like this.
Make a low poly axe in Blender. Step 1.
Awesome. Maybe I'll follow you. I'll try to do the same with Godot. We'll see. But yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream here. Did we even get anything done today? I feel like I just talked. I guess we updated this a bit. We did create the options menu a bit. Still have to work on it, but in due time. Alrighty, guys. I will see ya. Oh, we got 3 people on Twitch. Might as well try to raid someone for the Twitch viewers. Let's see what we can find. Gavas usually works on some cool stuff.
Qué envidia. Pero echaste a
They're working on
Filadelfia, ¿no?
sandwiches right now. I don't know what that is.
Qué envidia. Qué ricura.
Oh, this guy's also doing lo-fi, but it's not in English. Overriding character movement. I've been there a bunch of times. Let's do it. I'm gonna rate this dude. Does he talk? Yes, he does. Alright, we're gonna rate this dude. I'll see you guys. See you everyone on YouTube, and for everyone on Twitch. For the 3 viewers on Twitch, probably including myself, we'll rate this dude. What's his name? Oh, what's his name?
Hello, practical MC.
Invalid user. Oh.
Welcome. Bakalım olacak mı?
Alrighty, fellas. I will see you.
Aynen.
Peace.
Perfect ama hani hatta birden fazla bittiriyor. Demek ki